So welcome to another exciting video on Trading Channel. In this video, we're going to be looking at the candle trader system for the Shreya framework, which is currently available on Trading Channel for just $249 only. And guys, you can download the system if you're subscribed to our membership for just $499 per year. You can download all of the systems as well. But if you just want to try out the system without actually paying anything, you can head over to our partnerships here by clicking on this partnership link here, and head over to our partnership and then fill out this form. And then select the candle trader system here. So you're going to get access to just this candle trader. But if you purchase this system, you're going to get access to all of the systems, including the license to download more of the systems when we release them for absolutely free. Okay, so you can see the expert advisor parameters here. You use the MetaTrader 5 to trade. The currency pairs available is the Euro USD and the GBP USD. The trading time frame is 1 hour, and you can see the rest of the parameters here. Obviously, strategy is candle analysis / prediction, and we're going to go into more of this when we are looking at the strategy. Okay, so the backtesting is allowed and the dashboard is available. So let's look at a bit of how this Shreya system works. Okay, so let's look at a bit of how the candle trading strategy works. Shreya framework was developed in Python, and it contains basically all the functions that a Forex robot requires to function when you're looking at the equity log and other settings that are required for a Forex robot to function. Okay, and then what it does is that it takes data from the MetaTrader 5, converts that data into a data frame, and then sends it to the default strategy that was integrated in the framework. Now the strategy analyzes the data and provides a result, and then sends that result back to the Shreya framework. And then the Shreya framework in turns either places a trade, a buy trade or sell trade, exits a trade, or holds a neutral position. And what this does is that it gives us the ability to import data from MT5 and then perform analysis on that data using Python without actually having to be limited by the MetaTrader 5 IDE. Okay, and then in turn, once we can create a trading strategy, we can in turn send that over to the Shreya framework. And what most automated traders do is that we look for patterns in the Forex markets that often repeat. So for example, the bullish engulfing pattern, bearish engulfing pattern, bullish pin buy. Most of these patterns that you've actually heard of, there are thousands of them out there. So what we do is that we head over to the market and then make research for these patterns and see what happens when these patterns occur. So let's say this pattern occurs, what is likely to happen? Let's say, for example, we have this candle here. All right, so we take into perspective the candle length, the lower wick size, the upper wick size. Let's say this candle is actually closer. Let's say this candle here. So we look at the lower wick size, we look at the upper wick size, we look at the candle length. And let's say, for example, whenever the candle length is greater than X, and the candle upper wick is greater than Y, and then the candle lower wick is greater than B, and some other parameters as well, there is more than let's say a C probability that the next candle is going to be a bullish candle. Okay, so you can see that the strategy is really simple. So what the MT5 framework does is that it takes in data and then sends this data to the strategy, and then the strategy in turn looks at the last candle at the open of every candle, looks at the last candle and looks at the parameters. All right, and then once the parameters is actually correct, it sends the results to the MT5 framework to place a trade or remain on a position or close a position. Okay, so for example here, if the candle body length is greater than X, like I said, the candle body to wick ratio is greater than Y, and also other conditions as well. So whenever this happens, automatically there is a probability that B or C is going to happen in the market. All right, so let's look at the framework here. Now this is the home page, and then you can see the account balance, the account equity, the account type, the status, and all of that parameters here that are very important for trading. And as you can see, this is the version 1.2. so if you look at the description here, this is the version 1.2 and this is the version 2.0. so it has been updated, and I'm going to be showing you guys the version 2.0. okay, so you can see also the account here where you can view the account history. If I just head over to the settings here and then click on the symbol and click on the symbol here, and then I select the lot size here, let's say 2 for the lot size of USD, and then I click on update settings. Automatically I'm going to get the account history here. Okay, so let's just give that a moment here. Alright, so you can see we now have the account history. Then we can also backtest as well, but backtesting for the Euro USDX and GBP USDX is not long enough. So I'm going to head over to the settings and I'm going to take off the Euro USD here. And I'm going to click on update. Right, so the current lot size I'm using for this version 1.2 framework is 2 for Euro USD. Okay, and I'm not using this on GBP USD, and I'm going to be explaining why in a moment. Okay, so let's click on update settings. Let's head over to our backtest. Let's just click on backtest. So we are currently backtesting the Euro USD and the GBP USD from 2013 up to 2023. Okay, I'm just going to give this a moment to load, to import the historical data and give us the result here. Alright, so you can see our backtest is done, and I can also now change this here to look at the backtest for just Euro USD. Then you can see Euro USD, and I can backtest also for GBP USD here. Alright, so for GBP USD, as you can see, the trades their strategy is actually very profitable for GBP USD, but the trades are very high, right? So the trade frequency are very high, and because we do pay trading commissions, it obviously might affect our trading strategy. Alright, but we've done the update on the version 2.0, which we've reduced the trading frequency for the GBP USD. You can also view the statistics here. Let me just view the statistics here for all symbols, and you can also view the statistics for Euro USD here as well. Okay, so one more thing we've added here is the chart. You can view the chart for Euro USD, and you can also see the points where you're supposed to take a trade. So for example, here we had a buy position here that ended up in a loss. So if I open up my MT5 here, this is the GBP USD. I'm just going to open up the Euro USD. You can see we had a buy trade here that ended up in a loss here. Okay, so you can also see that here as well. Now for this chart here, what you can see here is a buy trade here, but this wasn't actually for this candle here. All right, so the buy trade was actually for this candle. All right, so if this next candle was a bullish candle, this would have actually been profitable. So this point here is actually drawn at the close of this candle. All right, so in turn, the result of the next candle, it's what's actually going to affect the profitability, not the return of this current candle here. So for example here, let me just shift this way. You can see that this candle here was a bearish candle here. Okay, you can see we had a buy trade here, and the buy trade was actually on this candle here, not on this candle. Right, and that's just basically how the strategy works. All right, so you have to ensure that your VPS is turned on for 24 hours, and that's why I always recommend using a VPS. And I'm just realizing now that we missed out on some of the trades, but you can see from the history here. Let me just go to the view and go to the toolbox here. You can see that this strategy has been actually very profitable. If I view the all history and I view this for just Euro USD here, you can see that this has been very profitable so far. Okay, all right, so let's look at the version 2.0. all right, so this is currently the version 2.0 right now, and the major difference that we've done to the version 2.0 is the version 2.0 is obviously now way faster than the version 1.2, and the version 2.0 doesn't actually need an MT5 terminal to start up. For the version 1.2, you need to have your terminal started up before you turn on the candle trader strategy or whichever strategy that was integrated into the version 1.2. all right, so but for the version 2.0 now, you can actually start up the MetaTrader 5 without having to actually start up an MT5, and then it's obviously faster. And then for the settings here, we added something here which is very important. Previously in the version 1.2, you couldn't actually configure which terminal you wanted the candle trader strategy or whatever strategy was integrated into the framework to actually work on. Due to that, you could actually just run one bot on one VPS on one computer, right? But with this integration now, you can actually select which terminal you want to trade with the Shreya framework, and you can actually select multiple terminals if you have multiple systems running as well. So with this here, you can just add, you can just right click on your terminal, and to do this you can just right click on your terminal icon and then click on properties. Okay, Then you can copy the file location here. Okay, you can copy the file location here, and then you can paste it here, right? And then you can take off the icons here. Then you can add the lot size. You can add the lot size of 2, and then add the lot size of 0.05, right? And then select either yes or no. You can disable this as well, and then you can click on update settings. Let's just set this to USTX and GBP USTX. So you can click on update settings, and once you update the settings here, automatically, if you head back to the home and you give it a few seconds, automatically you can see that the system has now updated to use that particular terminal here. So if I head over to the terminal here and bring this up for you guys, click on view, click on toolbox, you can see the account history here. So 13,320, and you can also see that here 13,320. So it's actually now taking data from this MT5 here, right? So whichever terminal you want it to trade on, you can actually select that terminal. Once you do, you're going to have this button turned on, and then you can click on start trading to start trading. All right guys, that'll be it for now. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us and Trading Support team. I'm more than happy to assist you. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.